greatest radio show that no one has ever heard of. Coming to you direct from 816 South Broadway in downtown Los Angeles. Brought to you by 3 drunk idiots and a guy who can't walk. You are now listening to Superior Fandom!
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out Superior Fandom. You are live at the Motel 6 off North Black Diamond Highway, or whatever the fuck this is. I'm with producer Mike Gong,
How's it going?
our buddy Matt Long,
Hola.
and we're going to call Nate a little bit later and see what he has to say about life back in Los Angeles. But we spent the day, Matt and I were playing kind to Mike for all of his wonderful production efforts.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We watched the Padres and the A's. We spent the morning watching the Giants take batting practice with none other than the great Barry Bonds. I think Matt and I came about 3 times.
Probably. I'd say, more or less.
And
Give or take.
yeah, that was pretty much how that was. But Phoenix, I think, has been a rad trip. What do you think about the drive we made down, Mike?
I thought it was a great drive out. Made it in probably about 5 hours. Good time. Great decisions made the entire route out.
Great decision.
Great decisions.
Tell them about our buddy
One
Cliff.
decision after
Yeah.
the other.
We
That's what I've heard.
made a new friend, Cliff.
Cliff's going to be with us forever.
He's going to be there for
Beautiful.
forever. If not in our minds, in our hearts.
He's just chilling back here, right?
He is. Cliff's in the he's in the parking lot right now. A sweet little F-150 red, cherry red. The biggest red dog you ever seen in your life. Cliff's a
Total
sweetheart.
sweetheart,
beast.
though.
Total sweetheart.
A
Total
beast of the
sweetheart.
pavement.
Total sweetheart. Real drifter. I love the guy.
A high plains drifter.
But no, so we've really had some great food in Phoenix. I think it started out with a taco stand on the side of the road. Where were we at? We were at 11:30 Sunday evening. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Van Buren.
And
Lovely Van Buren.
Mike Gong decided to take me to a cart on the side of the road.
Fantastic.
And I had a taco plate. Mike had a carnitas burrito. We left completely satiated. And
Good decision.
here's that was good decision number 4, I believe, on the show.
But I'm stumped. And tell him why I'm stumped.
Here's the deal. There's a free shot of Sino tequila to anybody that can answer this question.
Get on the Google machine, somebody.
What the fuck is a vampiro?
Vampiro.
Like,
Vampiro.
tell him the story, Mike. Tell him about the vampiro.
Vampiro. I go to the truck. I'm going down the menu. Being a native of Los Angeles, you could say, in heart, really, and lived there for 9 years. You pretty much know all of the fare that you can expect to see at a Mexican food truck. I, however, have not been introduced to the lovely arts of the vampiro. It is so delicious, apparently, one can't even describe it in English. That's how delicious it is. It was described to me as a flour tortilla, and words just can't describe. Still bewildered by this description.
I believe Mike is slated to go hang out with some friends tonight. And to be completely straightforward with you, I don't think he's going to make that trip at all. I think he's going to go back to this taco stand, come home with 3 vampiros, and I think it's going to be quite the party tonight. I'm rather excited about this.
What was the selling point, though, that you gave me when you were in the line? What he said was interesting too.
I
think it was
which was this now?
The guy in the outside of the place who told you about the Vampiro. He tried to sell it to you with.
I did get sold on a little bit of the Vampiro as well. They were talking about it in the end. So, to be honest, we were kind of haggard that night.
But all he said was that it has something to do with the flour tortilla.
It was a flour tortilla, and he couldn't describe it essentially after that.
That's where it gets mysterious.
I thought it was a miraculous thing. It's seriously, there's, a certain element of intrigue, I think.
Marco, we need some help here, man. Just write in and tell us what a Vampiro is. Neither one of us really have the mental facility to really figure this shit out. But
we've got smartphones, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah, right. No can do there. I think we got to tell them about the next spot that we found to eat in this town, because really we didn't watch any baseball. We just pretty much ate the last 3 days. Not really, but we have eaten like kings. Like we found a spot that was recommended to me through another sports podcast that I frequent, and it was called Matt's Big Breakfast. And this Matt's Big Breakfast has had the best bacon I've had in a long time, and there was nothing on the menu that cost more than $10. I loved it. I don't think this place could exist in LA.
I have to agree. The menu was
and
outstanding.
I don't know if I want it to. Like, the place was full. There was no... We had to wait about 10 minutes for a table at like 9:30 in the morning, but everybody was just kind and gracious and couldn't have been better. So shout out to everybody at Matt's Big Breakfast. We will see you in the morning.
We'll go in there tomorrow, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm willing to do this. I'm an adventurer. I want to try something new. I'm willing to go back to Matt's Big Breakfast in downtown
That says
Phoenix.
something.
You know, and this
Is that a
place-
plug? Do we have a new sponsor?
Yeah,
I think,
exactly.
Let's goddamn hope so. You know what? If nothing else, I would be proud enough to just personally sponsor Matt's Big Breakfast.
I'm with that.
That was just beautiful eats served by great people. There's a lot of good attitude in that building. There's been a lot of good attitude
all over
You're not
around
wrong.
Phoenix.
You're not wrong.
All
That-
over
all
Arizona.
over.
Shout out to our usher today for letting us know about the free sunscreen.
Yep.
Uh,
I
Clutch.
used it.
Clutch.
Used it.
I think we've only had to pay for parking one time in Arizona.
That's
Is that,
fantastic.
is that right?
Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
Mind-
Can get right down by the field.
Yeah.
Beautiful
all the
view.
time. Beautiful. Phoenix, good decision. Just
Fantastic decision.
Good
So-
decisions. But before we get into the baseball talk, we got to tell them about our new favorite barbecue spot. This is Honey Bear's Barbecue. There's 3 of these in Phoenix, Arizona. I had to order a half a chicken and a pulled pork sandwich, all the fixins. Mike got a half a fried chicken, a half pound of full pulled pork, and you got a rib plate or something.
I got a rib plate.
that looks phenomenal.
half
Two
a
sides.
rib, half a rack of ribs.
Macaroni. I got collard greens and RC Cola.
Oh yeah,
RC Cola.
taking it back.
You know.
But it took you 20 minutes about to get the chicken, because
it's
at
about
first we were
15
like,
Because they made it to order.
and then we thought,
does
oh
that?
well, maybe they're just behind right now and they were just doing it just for him or whatever. And then that's how they do it every single time. I
No,
get
no,
the
Honey
order.
Bears, you burnt the shit out of my mouth, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. That
There was
delicious.
like 5 different kinds of hot sauce. Like, I
was
don't even know about this. They had some green Cholula shit that
Food
I'd never
coma.
even seen before.
You want to hear something?
Let's go.
Living out in Oakland for a while, out by the stadium, you find yourself some pretty damn good barbecue.
Right.
Honey
Definitely.
Bear, you're doing it right, Phoenix. I like that. I like saying that.
We're
Makes me
very
feel
good.
good. I'm fired up.
Yeah.
I love
thanks,
saying that.
thanks for the good food, Phoenix.
Great.
But
time.
there was some baseball that has happened over the last couple of days.
Good baseball.
We got pretty fried. So let's just, for everybody that doesn't know, our agenda kind of went like this. We got in Sunday evening. We ate a bunch of Mexican.
These 2 guys right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mike and I got in Sunday evening. Matt joined us this morning. So we got in Sunday.
early manana.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
beat us to the ballpark, this son of a bitch.
Quick shout out to Tucson and my Uncle Gail, Aunt Bonnie, and Aaron. Love you.
They beat their Ducks fans,
Yeah.
and they beat U of A this weekend.
Oh,
right?
that was nice. It was nice to be in Tucson at that time.
must have been a great little family reunion.
It was nice.
You know, going counter culture on them. I'm into it. You know.
But we digress. Back to
Yeah. So anyway, there was some baseball this weekend, and for those of you that weren't prepared or that weren't familiar with the itinerary of our trip, we got in Sunday evening. Went straight for Mexican food, of course, because like what the fuck else were we gonna do? We drove around Phoenix. We saw what is that? United Airlines Arena where the Suns play.
United Airways, true.
We saw Chase Field.
True.
Beautiful downtown Phoenix, by the way.
Downtown Phoenix, beautiful. True.
Beautiful.
Fifth largest city in the country.
True. It's crazy.
Dude, it's just growing. It's just exploding.
Fact tellers as well.
I had no idea. Probably one of my new favorite destination cities. Not sure if I could live here, but probably one of the best destination cities in the U.S.
Big time.
So we got in Sunday. We did the Mexican food. Monday morning, on a whim, we didn't even know we could do this. On a whim, we stopped by Phoenix Municipal Stadium at approximately 9 a.m. Found an open gate to the park. Thought we were trespassing. Went in, watched the A's do yoga for an hour, which, if I may say, was the most...
That's Joe's highlight.
No, it really was.
Let's not take away from this moment. You love the yoga.
No, that was really the highlight of my trip.
To all the listeners out there, Joe's favorite part of this entire weekend really wasn't the food. We've
not
mentioned
the baseball either.
We've mentioned the food, I think, maybe 2 or 3 times. The yoga's been brought up at least a half dozen.
Yoga is at the top of the list.
More than a half dozen.
You don't really see somebody at the peak of their profession, at the peak of their career, at work. And we saw that at 9 in the morning.
Trainers.
And when you're...
Physicians.
Yeah, but...
Team doctors.
Well, they were all at work, too.
But you don't see them doing it. You don't see Dr. James Andrews doing Tommy John surgery. Like,
you just like
have
the 40-year-old blonde lady out in yoga.
Yeah, I do.
That was really
that I think could twist me into a pretzel.
Any lady who's wearing those leggings that's making Reddick stretch is pretty all right in your book.
Fuck me for being honest. Don't tell me you weren't.
All those guys were listening to her, too.
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
I got more kicks out of Cespedes just dialing it in through his stretching workouts.
Yeah.
Just when he was doing his cone rotations, he's. Yeah, what I can't dog Cespedes or call him out. Really, Cespedes and a half dozen other guys were just
they're having a good time.
No,
yeah.
so
we're a loose clubhouse.
Team.
We're a loose clubhouse. Come on.
It was great to hear those guys talking junk. I think Cespedes was maybe talking to a girl in the fans. They were all dogging Billy Burns for being the fastest guy in the world during their base running and pickoff drills. It was just it was really great to just see what a legitimate baseball practice and a baseball workout was in an intimate setting, and then it was pretty cool. Like we were just walking around the stadium, found our way in a back alley down a ramp through a North 40 where we shouldn't have been, and we ended up on field level, like 30 feet from their back bullpens and the guys on the backfield doing more drills, and we got to sit there for a good 5-10 minutes, like unimpeded, like literally at eye level, watching like
Drew Pomeranz clipped my ear with a slider.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
that's
Nice.
really what it was. Like,
and this was your introduction, really, to spring training. That's a pretty cool. I mean, that was the first experience, right?
I thought Phoenix just had really big mosquitoes.
No, and then
it's kind of a nice way to
that was great. It was
get
fantastic.
into the spirit.
I don't know if there was a cooler moment until today when I got to sit 10 feet from Barry Bonds doing his batting practice stuff. But we took off from good old Phoenix Muni that's going to be in its last year housing the A's. I think it's going to host Arizona State baseball next year if I heard that correctly. So it's good to see that stadium still getting some use. But after that, we decided to head on out to the beautiful city of Glendale and watch the Dodgers play the White Sox. No, I beg your pardon. The Dodgers play the A's. The Dodgers and the White Sox actually share a spring training park, which caught me off guard. I didn't really know that they did that, but that's pretty cool. So we watched that game. I think it ended in an 8-8 tie.
8-8 tie.
We finagled ourselves from some $10 seats to 5 rows off the field behind the A's dugout.
You guys saw a couple bombs though, right? In that 8-8, a couple people went yard.
Saw about 4 bombs.
I love that.
Ethier and Uribe hit him for the Dodgers.
Taylor and Donaldson went deep for us too.
Yeah, Donaldson had a pretty rad batting practice that we got to watch as
He
well.
put on a seminar for the
Yeah, he really did.
in
Morse-like.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Morse.
We can hit that later.
I don't know if it was Morse-like. I think Morse has got
Was
some.
it?
I think Morse has got some work to do.
Yeah.
We saw the Donaldson.
I don't know, dude. That one that Morse hit
Yeah.
today that was like 3/4 of the way up that hill. was
Yeah, we
pretty
got to
gnarly.
see, just to
Morse,
cut in, we
yeah.
got to see Morse, Crawford, Pablo, and Barry behind the cage today for some BP. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty rad. That was definitely one of the highlights of my life. So yeah, I mean we did that yesterday. Made it out of Camelback Ranch despite a couple minor traffic issues, but Cliff was a trooper.
Cliff came through.
He's extremely hospitable and a very kind guide for the area. He's our Indian wolf speaker.
Yeah.
And he likes to move. He moves at a good clip too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, he
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
there.
there's-
on his
He
own
gets there.
accord.
Yeah, Cliff just does what he wants, really.
Cliffy.
We're into it.
You try to pull him back on his leash, he just doesn't listen.
But then you take that part away from him. You know,
He
you
just
want to
keeps
let
on
him
going.
be.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. So
He's his own entity.
So what is today? Tuesday came around, and we got up early. We went to Matt's Big Breakfast, as we discussed. Definitely recommend the bacon. The coffee's wonderful as well. But
Homemade jam, don't forget that.
oh yeah,
Oh,
homemade
nice.
jam. Like
Nice.
get out of Dodge.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow. So we went from there, and then we went and we watched the Giants take BP for a little bit, and then we went to we headed all the way out to Peoria, and I had my doubts about this because Mike took us on a 45-minute jaunt out, like way outside of Phoenix. I didn't really know where the fuck we were going, but right when I thought we got to the point of no return, we saw some baseball lights over yonder.
I wanted to show these guys Las Cruces.
We got about 3/4 there, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't even
It's a little
notice
detour.
it. We went right through it and then came back.
Oh, wonderful. Just as long as we didn't get Cliff stop in El Paso.
You can
Right.
add that to your luggage bag. That was standard.
Right? But no, so we made it out to Peoria to watch the Padres and the A's. Again, that game ended in a 6-5 win for the Padres. But I mean I don't know about any of that game. Like that was the most chilled, laid back, and
Absolutely.
clean, like
Mellow.
refreshing and mellow baseball game I've ever been to in my life.
And that was my introduction. So I mean,
yeah.
it was
Oh yeah,
free-
and
it
that's
was
when
freaking-
Matt showed up with us. That
But
was
I
the
mean,
first
just-
game Matt got to watch.
I was telling these guys too, like down the line, it seemed like every experience was almost superior to when you go to a pro game. Very, very interesting and very. I'm hooked now. I gotta. I'm gonna have to come back.
I'm with you.
every
Lots
year.
of good attitude.
Seriously.
we met a stranger. We talked to him for like 4 innings. A guy in a Raleigh Fingers jersey. We
Yep.
just shot the shit with him about A's baseball for no good reason. And I don't know. That was awesome.
I met a guy in the John who was convinced that Godzilla still played with us.
Hideki Matsui.
Oh yeah, because you had the Matsui.
Oh yeah.
We saw Reddick get a RBI single, and also Coco Crisp.
Coco Crisp, he was looking fine at the plate today.
Yeah,
Watching
had a
him.
couple hits.
I think
It was
I think the Padres are still a good young team, and they're going to get way underlooked in the NL West. Don't think they're a playoff team. Don't want to go on the record that far, but don't be surprised if that team ends up over 500 and on the rise. You know? And to round out our day this afternoon, we went to Honey Bears, man.
Again, Honey Bears.
And I ate my body weight in pulled pork and barbecue chicken. And I just can't wait to do it again. And then tomorrow, I think we're waking up at, whatever time we wake up. We're taking Cliff back.
That's
and
gonna be
we're,
sad.
Are we taking Cliff back, or are we putting him down? I feel like part of me is lost within Cliff. Not
I
sure
mean,
if
there's
we-
going to be part of me that's definitely left.
Look, I know it's
left
my own.
with
I know
Cliff.
it's my own greed, but I just can't get.
It's hard. I can't quit you, type of thing.
It's this is deep. We had
We bonded with him.
Days.
I peed in a bottle in that truck.
I did too.
Yeah.
Cliffy's eager too. He's like
wasn't really in a bottle.
He's like kind of an eager, fast-moving, friendly guy too. It's like you don't want to. You don't want to like slow him down or put him down.
He's just excitement.
He's eager,
unbridled excitement. That's what Cliff is.
A big fast red dog. You know.
So tomorrow we are on the way to Scottsdale Stadium to watch the Giants and the White Sox. And
So Morse and Donaldson, you saw them both going deep. Similarities. Morse is bigger, I guess, physically. Or Donaldson's a big boy too, though.
Morse has more raw power. I think Donaldson's swing really helped him carry the ball, though.
Right.
He's got a lot of crack off the bat. He was.
Yo, you're on the radio. Do you want to talk on the phone?
Hey, bring on Nate.
Mike says, "What up? Can you hear us?"
What up, Nate?
Hello? Yeah, what's up? You're on the radio, fucker. We're not gonna edit this. Hey, so how's life in LA? We're eating like kings over here watching baseball about 12 hours a day. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm chasing a 4-year-old around and slinging drinks. That's kind of the story of my life.
That's awesome.
That's a good man, though.
That's awesome. So, I think Mike just got done wiping up the drool from us watching Barry Bonds coach batting practice this morning.
Uh-oh,
It was like semen in a strip club.
What do you think of this?
Did anybody ask Jerry the question about how his head shrunk three sizes?
Nobody's asked him how it's...
No, Nate, it's cycling. Didn't you hear?
It's what?
Cycling.
Barry Bonds
He's
is
been
an
cycling
avid
a lot.
cyclist.
He's an avid cycler.
That's our story, and we're sticking to
That's
it.
what Barry's saying, though.
And when asked about roids today, Barry just said that he went to court for that. So I think that's how we're going to leave it with that one.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he plays for Pittsburgh Pirates right now. He looks like the young in-shape man. How the man on 46 chipmunk instead of a fucking swollen-faced tomato-looking man that has been doing so much HGH that he looks like he's gonna pop at some point.
What do you say? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What do you did you hear anything about Brian Wilson that might be a little disconcerting because I know that he got pulled from the game yesterday.
They haven't watched the game today. They didn't say anything about Brian Wilson. I think he's going to be fine. Pretty precautionary. They literally didn't say a word about it. So it tells me that he's going to be okay. If it was serious, Charlie Stein would have said something today.
All right. Well, hopefully he's okay because even though he decided to go play for the Devil, he's still a good guy, and we wish him the best.
While I'm on the subject, Mike Ong, are you there?
Yep.
Mike, you want to play fantasy baseball this year?
I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna get back to you on this one. He's.
Mike's a little concerned that he can't handle the day-to-day rigors of managing the fantasy roster that it's going to take to beat your ass.
That was the most backwards compliment I've ever given.
We got one slot left. Jeff Berman backed out. He said he's not willing to take an hour off for the draft. So,
What a puss.
right. Anyways, back to baseball. I'm a little jealous of you that you guys are out there doing.
Dude, it's been the coolest time. Like, it's so different than regular baseball. It's just chilled and laid back. We went and watched the Padres and the A's play earlier today, and I was telling everybody it was the cleanest, most like laid back, chill park that I've ever been to. We met a stranger today in a Raleigh Fingers jersey and talked to him for a solid 4 innings for no real reason.
It was cool.
Yeah, it was rad, man. I think so. I think we picked up a lot of new buddies. We made some friends at a barbecue spot down here called Honey Bears.
Oh yeah.
That's worth about your third born child.
Good Southern barbecue. Really good.
I
Yeah.
think we have improved the reach of Superior Fandom. But what do you say we get out of here and tell these guys that they can catch up with us Friday afternoon for a live show, huh?
Absolutely. Well, we're going to have back-to-back shows, guys. Wednesday night, we're doing our regular scheduled show. We're going to have Sean or Kiwi on the line. We're going to be talking pre-March Dance basketball for college basketball. And I figure we might touch on some NBA as well. Sean here is a big hit. I mean, first fan. And then Friday afternoon, noon, we are also going to do a live broadcast from down and out of 501 South Spring, downtown LA. They always show us a lot of love down here, and it's going to be, it's going to be good. First day of the tournament. You either come in and have some drinks and join us. We'll probably pour you some tequila, or listen to us on the line.
Hell yeah, man, I'm into it. We'll see you Friday, bro. We'll catch up soon.
Sounds good, guys.
All right.
All right, thanks.
See-
Don't go too big while you're there, Johnny. We need you guys to continue the show, so you get back in LA at some point.
All right, we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow evening, man.
It's fun.
All right, I'll see
All
you
right, see you,
soon.
Nate. See you, dude.
Later.
Bye bye. Good old Nate. Holding down the fort in LA.
That was Nate Joyner, folks. We fucking love that guy. We fucking love him. And as Nate was saying, you could catch us Friday afternoon for a live show, as well as the following Wednesday evening for a regularly scheduled gig. And then we're doing Thursday afternoon live at the Down and Out for the first day of the NCAA tournament. And I think that's all I got. Do you guys have anything to add?
No, check out the Twitter feed at Superior Fandom because we're putting some pics up, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, I think we got the Twitter and the Facebook. Mike, you've had 2 days of A's baseball. Do you want to give any shout-outs?
I got to give shout-outs over here. Billy Burns, you're a stud. We can't wait to see the wheels. Sam Fold, you're my man. I swear to God, you're like my younger brother. Michael Taylor, hope you make it, man. You're showing some flashes of brilliance here, and also showing flashes of Michael Taylor, unfortunately. But, man, pitching rotation looks solid. Props to Sonny Gray, all of our infield. God bless.
Sam Fold's going to be my number one pick in the fantasy draft, by the way.
He's got
Just to prove
Your
the
number
point.
one pick.
Number one pick, Sam Fold. It's going to happen.
Not saying no to it.
Well, I think that's it, guys. Check out SuperiorFandom.com. We're on Twitter at SuperiorFandom, Facebook.com/SuperiorFandom, and all that jazz. Shout out Sino Tequila, Chapman Pizza, anybody else that helps us out. You're the shit, and we'll catch you on Friday. Peace.